If you stick with this video till the end, I promise you one thing. After today, no one will ever dismiss or discredit you again. I know how it feels because I've been there. I used to be the person who felt completely clueless about the world and the people in it. Every time I stepped out of my room and came back, I'd overthink for hours. Why did this happen to me? Why did my dad scold me? Why did that guy insult me? Why was I scared of him? Why did that girl ignore me? Why didn't anyone listen to me? Why did people make me feel so small? These questions haunted me, driving me into endless loops of self-doubt. But then, something changed. I gave myself time, confronted these thoughts, and step by step, I freed myself from them. Now, I want to save you that time. I want to share the lessons I learned so you can find a real solution to these struggles. This video contains something you won't find in any self-help book or motivational talk because it's grounded in real life. So I urge you to watch until the end, because from today onwards, no one will discredit you again. Let me take you back a couple of months. It was around 7 p.m. I was at the gym, mid-workout, chatting with a guy near the mirror. Suddenly this man, a 29 or 30-year-old known as the most arrogant and egotistical guy in the gym, walked up to us. He had this knack for souring everyone's mood the moment he arrived. Without hesitation, he put his hand on the guy's shoulder and dismissively told him to move away from the mirror. Then, he just turned and walked off. The guy I was talking to was left stunned. You could see the shock written all over his face. Now what happened after that is another story, but what really stuck with me was what I realized later that evening when I replayed the situation in my mind. Why did that man single him out? I was also standing near the mirror. He didn't even look at me. After thinking it through, I figured it out. I weigh 82 kilograms, have been going to the gym since I was 16 or 17, and I'm about 5'8", about the same height as him. On the other hand, the guy he targeted was skinny, new to the gym, and around 5'5". He looked like someone who, even if he gave it his all, couldn't physically intimidate a stronger person. That moment taught me something profound about how the world perceives and treats people based on their presence and confidence. And that's exactly what I want to help you understand in this video. That arrogant man targeted him, not because of any real issue, but to flaunt his strength. Seeing this, I walked up to the guy and said, "Brother, overthinking why he treated you like that won't help. You might even stop coming to the gym because of it. But let me tell you something important. People attack only when they feel safe doing so. That man didn't have a personal grudge against you. If he had politely asked you to move, his goal would have been achieved. But he wanted to dominate, to show off as the alpha. Your body language signaled weakness, which made you an easy target. In situations like this, the rules of the jungle apply. You need strength, physical or social, to command respect. At that moment you had neither. If you want people to stop dismissing you or using their ego to crush yours, you need to become strong. Here's the good news. You don't even need to use that strength. Your confidence, posture, and presence alone can send a clear message. Don't mess with me. Strength isn't just about muscles, it's about mindset, confidence, and independence. Lazy people often rely on groups for protection, but the truth is, you can't always lean on others. Even your closest friends respect you more when you're self-reliant. Build your physical and mental strength, develop confidence, and take control of your life. And let's not ignore the power of first impressions. Your appearance matters. It influences how people perceive and treat you. Have you ever confided in a friend sharing something deeply personal or tied to your insecurities, only to have them weaponize it against you later? In that moment, the sting of betrayal hits hard, and you realize they weren't as trustworthy as you believed. This painful experience underscores an important lesson. You can't share your vulnerabilities with just anyone. Does this mean you should never open up to anyone? Not at all. It's about being selective. Open up only to those who've proven themselves over time. People with genuine hearts and unwavering integrity. Trustworthy individuals are rare, and they're the ones who deserve your honesty. For everyone else, maintain an air of mystery. Let them see you as a source of wisdom and strength, someone who offers insight without exposing personal vulnerabilities. Keep them guessing. When they talk to you, it should feel like they're reading an encyclopedia, learning valuable lessons but never uncovering your inner struggles. But what if you've already shared too much with the wrong person? What if someone knows exactly how to push your buttons and uses that against you? First, acknowledge the mistake of revealing your trigger points to someone undeserving of your trust. Then, take back control. Reflect on how to manage these triggers, build emotional resilience, and ensure it doesn't happen again. Strength isn't just about guarding your secrets, it's about learning from past missteps and growing stronger for the future. The consequences of our past actions often teach us valuable lessons, but we don't need to bear the brunt endlessly. Instead, we should focus on minimizing their impact. Think of a performer on stage. When the audience claps and reacts positively, their confidence grows. Similarly, someone who tries to discredit or belittle you craves a reaction. They want to see nervousness or discomfort in your eyes. But what if you don't give them any reaction? What if you remain composed, unaffected, and unbothered by their attempts? This approach mirrors how a clown on stage feels when nobody acknowledges their performance. Their efforts to draw attention fall flat. When you stop retaliating or reacting, the other person begins to realize their actions are meaningless. They try harder but fail to provoke you, leading to an internal hit to their ego. Eventually they stop, questioning why they're even trying. This tactic strips their power away completely. However, it's crucial to remember that this strategy applies to verbal attacks only. If someone physically threatens or harms you, self-defense becomes your priority. You must protect yourself and respond appropriately. Now, there are also people in our lives who take advantage of knowing we're bound to stay with them. These could be parents, friends, or partners. Such individuals might repeatedly try to discredit you, believing you won't leave or react. Dealing with this requires a different kind of effort. While challenging, it's essential to work on building unshakable self-respect. When you strengthen your self-worth, no one can break you. Often people endure disrespect because they're receiving something in return, whether it's comfort, support, or companionship. The key is to stop accepting disrespect as a trade-off. Stay tuned as this video dives deeper into how to identify and overcome such situations while fostering self-respect and confidence. The reason people tolerate disrespect often lies in what they gain in return. For instance, if you live in a toxic household where you're constantly criticized, yelled at, or even asked to leave, yet you stay, it's not just out of love. It's because you lack an alternative, a stable place to go, money to support yourself, or independence. The day you achieve financial stability and figure out where to go, everything changes. Either your family stops the criticism, or you choose not to stay in a toxic environment. Similarly, if your friends realize that you don't rely on them for validation, attention, or a sense of belonging, and that you have the courage to leave the group, stand alone, or find new friends, they'll stop disrespecting you. They'll see that their behavior no longer has power over you. This applies to relationships too. If someone sees that you're not dependent on their attention or validation, they'll start respecting your boundaries. The moment they notice that you have the strength to walk away, their attitude shifts. Never give anyone the opportunity to repeatedly humiliate you. Always strive to maintain your dignity. For example, lending someone money is fine, but borrowing from others, especially without the intention or ability to repay, can diminish your respect in their eyes. If you do borrow, return it with interest if needed. This ensures your dignity remains intact and no one can point fingers at you. The secret to avoiding disrespect lies in maintaining independence and personal power. Strive to be self-reliant, capable, and unshakable. Now, there are two mindsets you can adopt. I want everyone in my life to respect me. Or, whether or not someone respects me doesn't matter, as long as I can handle any disrespect thrown my way. The solutions I've shared so far focus on the second mindset, how to handle and neutralize disrespect effectively. But if you aim for universal respect, here's the hard truth. There's no guaranteed solution. Respect from others depends on their perception, and is often out of your control. If you hunger for respect and constantly seek it from the world, you set yourself up for disappointment when people fail to meet your expectations. The key is to stop expecting respect from others. Take control of your own life and focus on your self-worth. Instead of saying, "I need respect from others," tell the world, "I don't seek your approval." By eliminating the need for validation, you become truly powerful. And remember, respect isn't something you demand. It's something you command through your strength, independence, and confidence. If someone tries to humiliate, push me down, or make me feel bad about myself, I'll focus on fixing the weakness they exploit. My job is to make myself stronger. Expecting respect from the world will only lead me off my purpose and into seeking validation from others, which is not the right way to live. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to share it with at least one friend who needs to see it.